be recorded.
Okay, I'd like to call the Plan Commission meeting to order for Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. Roll call, please.
Mayor Kodowski,
Here.
Steve Kubacki,
Here.
Mike Skippington,
Here.
Fred Campbell,
Here.
Harry Paul,
Here.
Krieger and Ellen are excused.
Please stand for the pledge. And please remember our men and women throughout the world in uniform. I have no changes to the agenda. I need a motion to approve, please.
Move to approve as presented. Second.
Motion and a second to approve as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. 5A, Plan Commission minutes from the regular meeting, August 3rd, 2022.
Make a motion to receive and place on file.
Second.
Approve.
We have a motion and a second to approve those minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Number 6, comments from the public must be limited to items not on the agenda, must state your name and address, limited to 5 minutes. The board's role is to listen and not discuss the item. Personnel items cannot be discussed nor individuals named, and the board is not able to take action at this meeting. Are there any comments from people who don't have an issue on the agenda? Anybody online who would like to comment about items not on the agenda? Hearing none, we'll move on to number 7, action items. 7A, action regarding a requested 2-lot certified survey map for condo parcels VA-572-501 and VA-572-502 at 1160 Waube Lane. Aaron.
All right. The requested CSM or certified survey map as identified is for 2 lots on, or actually it's for 2 condo parcels on 1160 Waube Lane. I'm just going to sign on here so I can bring up the CSM. All right, so there's the CSM. Currently, it is one large lot that extends all the way to Dutchman's Creek. It is currently zoned R1, single-family residential. It is a legal, non-conforming lot in the R1 zoning district. It is actually a condominium form of ownership currently, so it is a duplex, but it is owner-occupied through condominium. The request is to split the duplex down the common wall in order to facilitate financing to purchase one of the sides of the duplex. The financing agency does require ownership of the structure and the land, which necessitates the CSM to split the home down the common wall. The condo or the duplex does have a firewall extending from the basement floor up to the roof deck as required for a 0 lot line subdivision. In this case, the proposal does meet all dimensional standards of the R1 for the legal nonconforming lot or parcel. And the recommended conditions of staff approval include Ashwaubenon certification should be revised to name Chris Teskey as Ashwaubenon village clerk, payment of all outstanding water and sewer bills, and then approval by the Brown County Planning Commission. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Otherwise, Mike Androshko of Mound Associates, representing the applicant, is available, and the applicant, Lisa Reynolds, is also available online.
You know, Aaron, I can't understand why this is even coming in front of us, knowing some of the people that were living there. They were privately owned, especially for one of our residents, and I've known them personally. You know, wasn't this taken care of when that was built, to have a common wall, and then this guy owned just 1/2 of it?
So, right, it is currently owned under a condominium form of ownership. So what they do is they own their own unit, so each owner owns one side of the duplex. The problem with the condominium form of ownership for this financing agency is they don't also own their own portion of the land. So for a lot of different, not most, but a lot of different federal agencies that back some loans, such as the VA or FHA, they do require that the home and the land are financed together and separately from any other units. So currently in our condo form of ownership, the land is owned in common with both units. So this clarifies that and splits that down the common wall. There's a physical separation and creating a new parcel line between the units.
The common wall. yeah,
Correct.
Which is a masonry wall.
Yes,
So that includes the land. In
correct.
other words, he's buying a half of that along with the land, which, like you said, if it was an association, the land is common.
Yep, that's right.
All right, I just couldn't understand this because I've known a fella in there for years. He was on the other side of this parcel here. All right, I guess I understand it now for, more or less for financial purposes.
That's correct.
The reason it's non-conforming is the 89 feet on the frontage?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. The lots next to it look like they're about the same size.
Yes, yep.
Any other questions, concerns, thoughts?
Make a motion that we approve the two-lot CSM for parcels VA 572501 and BA 572502 with the recommendations from staff.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to approve the two-lot certified survey map for the parcels at 1160 Waube Lane. Any other comments, questions? Oh, with staff conditions, by the way.
Right.
Any other comments, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Thank you. 7B, action regarding requested site plan review for the Element Building Number 4, parcel VA-460-P-113. Aaron.
All right, the requested site plan review did go to site plan review committee earlier this afternoon. Because it is within the Village Center zoning district under our municipal code, it is required to go to Plan Commission and Village Board for review and approval as well. In this case, the requested site plan is for Element Apartments, building number 4. This will be the final apartment building for the Element apartment complex. The proposal is for a 4-story building with 92 units. As depicted on the site plan, there is an off-street parking lot to the east. The drive-in underground parking is right here to the west, enters the west side of the building right here. Additional features of the site plan include a grilling patio area right here with the walkway to the building. There is a fenced dog run right here in the northeastern portion of the lot. The fencing will be a black vinyl-coated chain link fence. There's a proposed utility garage right here for maintenance equipment necessary for the complex, you know, your lawnmower, gasoline cans, snow removal equipment, so on and so forth. And then immediately adjacent to that is just a small snow storage area, which will be grassed in the warm months. In terms of the, again, building features, it does have an indoor trash room right about here in the southwestern portion of the building, so there's no exterior trash corral. There are a number of wall-mounted bike racks and internal bike racks to this building right here for the tenants. Additional amenities include an exercise room, the lobby gathering area on the first floor, and a community room outdoor patio on the 4th floor with indoor storage units in the 1st and 2nd floors. 9 of the units fronting right on Element Way will be walk-up units similar to Element Buildings 1 and 2. It's a little different approach there. In terms of exterior materials, I'll scroll to that here shortly. Here's a rendering of the south elevation, so this would be fronting on Element Way. As you can see, all units have porch, patio area. Exterior materials are primarily first floor, floor and a half basically is a masonry, and then the remainder is a LP smart side lap siding, which is allowable under the approved plan unit development ordinance for this area. One additional feature I do want to point out, I should have pointed out in the site plan itself, is the on-street angle parking that will be done as part of the Element Way reconstruction. So in 2023, Element Way east-west portion right here will be reconstructed with all utilities and streets. Along with that, then there will be on-street angled parking. This is in the street right-of-way, so it is public parking, but certainly the tenants of Building 4 will likely use them. If you have any additional questions, let me actually touch on the conditions of approval. From zoning, meet all applicable sections of 17-2-200 Ashwaubenon Municipal Code. Couple notes from engineering. The village is not responsible for snow removal of on-street parking stalls, so again, of those angled areas. Ayers Associates in the village will coordinate with Point of Beginning, the applicant's engineering firm, on the new Element Way Road reconstruction project, again in 2023. From Village Engineering on stormwater, if desired, buy into the Ashland Regional Pond at $6,631 per impervious acre. If not, submit a stormwater management plan for the site. From Public Safety, work with the Ashwaubenon Public Safety as construction is progressing to determine Knox box location. Secondly, coordinate with Ashwaubenon Public Safety for acceptance testing and fire protection systems, including hydrants, fire alarms, sprinklers, etc. Forestry and Bike and Ped had no comments. If you have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, Jeff Slindy, representing the applicant, as well as Alexis, representing Point of Beginning Engineering, is available online.
Aaron, are they buying into the regional stormwater?
More than likely, yes. They did for buildings 1, 2, and 3, so I would anticipate the same for building 4 to avoid the necessity of a local storm pond.
Yeah, it looks like it would be pretty tight for them to get anything in there.
Correct.
Aaron, a question I overlooked at site plan. What is, I see the sides are vinyl siding on the garage. What's the front?
The front is vinyl siding along with the garage door.
Is that acceptable?
It is under the approved PUD for this area.
Vinyl siding?
Oh, vinyl, no, it is, I'm sorry.
Hey, Aaron.
It is an LP, I was thinking lap siding. It is an LP smart
lap.
side.
Okay, because that's facing right out towards the street when I was,
Right, yep, that is an LP smart side.
okay, all right. We kicked it around at site plan, it's pretty much a duplicate of what you're seeing there right now. Good project. I don't, other than, I guess, the garage that I overlooked, I learned a lot about dogs today. But anyway, I don't have any more questions.
You're never too old to learn more.
Anybody else have any questions, comments, thoughts?
There's no other questions. I'll move to approve the project as presented.
Second.
With staff conditions?
With staff conditions, of course.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the site plan for the Element Building Number 4 on Element Way. Any other comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Okay, number 8, items for next agenda. Do we have items so far?
I would anticipate we will, yes.
Okay. Number 9, I need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion that we adjourn.
Does anybody have a second?
Second.
have a motion and a
Everybody
second to
bashful tonight?
adjourn. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, everybody.